Welcome back to the farm. It's been a while, so I thought I would show you what I've been up to, mainly food forest installations. This has been a lot of work. It's a work in progress, so bear with me. Let's go take a look at what's going on. Up the drive that we have here, we have our barn. We also have a patio, and that leads up to the stable. Along this, I have been installing food forest. You can see I've already got some bare roots planted underneath those little mounds of expanded sheep wool pellets. These guilds going up the driveway behind me here, the soil has been protected from my guineas and from my barn cats. If you have chickens or guineas, you know they love to dust bathe in any loose soil. But all up the drive here is where I've taken stones and created joined guilds that surround my apples. In between, I have flowers, fruiting shrubs, herbs, and other crops even, like onions and lettuce. You can find the guild members that I use in my book, The Sustainable Homestead. Here's a shot from the top by the stable area. You can see the cardboard that was used as sheep mulch to kill the lawn. This is guild area 1 with a plum, another Italian plum, and then I've got some gooseberries and all kinds of companions in there. This is the second guild, home to persimmon, quince. Got an apple in there. I can't remember what the other tree is off the top of my head. Over here, there is a peach, and I've got some honeyberries, soon to be interplanted with companions. And then we've got a Cortland apple here, an azalea. There's a rhododendron back there because this area is more acidic. Lots of flowers and edible crops coming in there soon. All right, behind me over here, we used to have a trellis from an old hoop house. I decided to take that down because it just wasn't holding up. On this side, I have delphiniums and foxglove that'll be installed once it gets a little bit warmer here. Central New Jersey is still pretty cool yet, with the exception of today. We built these 5 rose trellises ourselves. Sean cut them to size and I put them together. Interplanted, I have a bunch of lavender, and then I have Huchera corabelle along the bottom. This is all right next to the mandala garden, which is kind of difficult to see right now because I have the beds covered to protect them as we're still warming up from the winter, but a lot of brassicas in that area. All right, behind me here on this retaining wall area, I have the tulip tiers, which are interplanted with baptisia or indigo and agastache. There's also some catmint in here. The straw marks where the pathways are. They're a little weedy. I haven't gotten there yet. Back here, I have lamb's ear at the top. There's a mix of verbena and warm season grasses. And then up here on this top tier, there's some sheep mulch left over from last season and some dirt. That will be weeded, and drift roses are going in. They grow horizontally outwards like a ground cover rather than vertically. Okay, this area behind me has a pond where I need to add new stone. And that's where these massive boulders come in. I found these on Facebook Marketplace. All I had to pay for was transport. They were free. These are actually bluestone boulders that are coming out of Manhattan from where skyscraper pilings are going in. And so they will become, I don't know if you can see the ropes that are low back here. That's the contour lines where this is going to be a terraced area for flowers and vegetables. It's hard to see, but these are my cuttings, elderberry cuttings, all along the fence. The smallest ones get cages. And so eventually this will be an elderberry hedge. This is where my hoop house was. And it's forming the next garden tier. So all through here will be 2 tiers. And that's where the tomatoes are going to go this season. We're hoping to have our first tomato fest. And of course, there's the actual garden proper, which is now all cleaned. Lots of cold crops in, just waiting for warm season. Which brings us back to this area. All of these installations are done by me, myself, and I. Finally, the efforts are starting to show after years of all of this work. It's all coming together. So just wanted to share, if you are inspired to create something similar, you're not a millionaire and it's just yourself, you can do it. It just takes time, which is what I've been doing all along. Sourcing rocks from the streams, getting a few pallets here and there, getting free boulders, and it all culminates eventually. Thank you so much for tuning in.